Greetings, Star Trek Fleet Commanders. I am the Angry Rhino. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. So, yeah, you can see the research SLB on the screen, but first, let me tell you, I am working with a new device. That's why you'll probably see me looking straight ahead, even when I'm looking at the game. It might be a little down, but new device, so yeah, probably won't run as smoothly as some of my other videos, because I'm still trying to get used to this. The time, and I know some of my videos get a little long, some of them, I'm just being thorough, but I have no countdown timer now. I do have the time, time of day over here that I don't think you can see. Still working out some of the kinks. Relearning OBS was a challenge, especially because I went from, a Dell, running Windows to an iMac. I'll wait for you to go to the comments section and tell me how stupid I am. It's fine. On the research. Yeah, the research leaderboard, I'm sure everybody would like to put up a few points. To a certain extent, it is more about let's do some of the research and get the benefits from the research. I think, anyway. I'm sure some of you out there are like, well, actually, let me go to the refinery and make those claims first. Some of you probably think, well, I just want to do a bunch of points, for the leaderboard. I mean, if that's what you want to do, then by all means do that. I hit the wrong button. I definitely want to do some of these researches that, I think are going to be good for me in the long run, instead of just, doing them so I can get some points in the event. At least that's what I'm thinking anyway. I'm still hitting wrong buttons, aren't I? Alright, so let's trade downs. Yeah, I caught DJ's stream the Tuesday night. So yeah, taking a little bit from his stream there. But he did make a very valid point that some of these trade downs in here for this mirror dust, you can doing some of these trade downs early. I think we're going to end up being okay. Partially because there's a lot of uncommon research up front, and you kind of want to do that, right? You don't want to just, oh, well, I'm out of uncommon dust, so I guess I won't do the researches. But I have all this uncommon dust or this rare dust. I'll just wait to use those. Well, I don't know. Let's go in the research tree, and I'll do a bunch, and we'll see where we're at. I do need to finish some researches first, okay? Because I don't, have a research, shit, didn't want to do that. Still getting used to this mouse. If you can call it that. Damn Macintoshes. Yeah, got this thing. Not my idea. Alright, so I think for me, the researches I suggest you all maybe not focus on is the right word, but put at the top of your list. This one I think has to be at the top of the list. Extra loot from killing the hostiles. Yeah. It's got to be at the top of the list. This one, mirror refinery advancement. Leveling up your refinery is done with a research. I think I did mention this. I kind of like it. I kind of don't. And let's see if I can work the keys on the Apple machine and make it appear for you. Hopefully. you're looking at the same spreadsheet that I am looking at, and made by our favorite people, Jules Verne and Blue Mandalorian, and the rest of the Star Trek Fleet Command community, and also with a name that I think maybe I have seen on some of these or not, Mr. or Mrs. Quazel, assuming I'm pronouncing that correctly. Now, downside with using a new machine like this, I have not figured out how to zoom in on this thing. So, I'm looking up here in the Mirror Refiner. You can see the levels here on the left side. Does increase not only the payout, but how much you need to be able to refine every day. And see, it does change, but you can notice, we'll call them 3 brackets, right? You got the top here. Ooh, what's with the cursor there? That was weird. I didn't do that. Did I do that? Haven't got a clue what's going on there, Macintosh. What are you doing? You have the top bracket here, the middle bracket, and the bottom bracket. I'm thinking it's probably G4, G5, G6. That seems fairly obvious. Kinda. I think before you go in there and just level up the refinery, you really should take a look at this. I actually found this. Rev Deuce posted this in his Discord. So I'm stealing shit from everybody today, ain't I? I'm stealing shit from Rev. I'm stealing shit from TJ. I'm stealing shit from Jules Verne and Blue Mando. Yeah. Goddamn, Rhino, do your own shit. Yeah. I promise I do that sometimes. You see the requirements here, right? Hopefully. So while we like the extra payouts, you have to be careful about that. But it is something that they changed because, if you want to level up your operations building, and then it's like, oh no, I can't do the refines now because I leveled up to operations, and this other stupid claim. So be careful. So I'm definitely going to spend some mirror dust here, having you watch me do it, because I'm sure that's very exciting for a video. It sounded like it in my head. Also, somewhat of a practice using the new machine, really. So if the video is kind of trash, then it's like, meh, it's not that big a deal. Let's do this. I think at first I was a little skeptical of whether I would like having it research instead of, like a favor or something. But it doesn't really appear to be costing anything but mirror dust, which is nice. And I don't know about some of these times for you. Increase of player targets. The times are... It's shocking to me. I think it's probably the best word. It's shocking. I never thought, like, is it even worth having a research tree if it's, a 10-second research? Do they get any higher? I'm kind of curious if there's like a somewhat low level, like 41, 42 out there. Is it still like, a few seconds for you? It's 10 seconds for me. This is like the third one. So let's go do this. And since I just did that, not only am I out of mirror dust, but you know what should also happen? Something to remember every time you do that research. Bam, look at that. Refresh. I told you about that, didn't I? Yeah. I didn't do one with you, but I did show it, or I told you. Whatever the hell happened, I can't even remember my own damn videos. That sounds about right for me. Clicking away. Got all that juice there. I can't spend it on anything. I'm not spending it on that shit yet. That's more in-game shit. Of course, if you feel like doing it, then by all means, go get some of that stuff. Let's do a few trade downs. There is, which, I mean, I kind of like this. I mean, I wish they would do it in a few other areas. I mean, you see the one chest button here. There goes that mouse again. Weird. And then here's a slider for it. I assume this is the number of 10 chests, 70 apiece. Yeah, so this is what you are trading in. Let's go ahead and do 10, and then we'll get another 800 uncommons. Cool. But I also want some of this shit. I have 9,000 uncommon shit, so let's trade a whole bunch. Sure. We'll see if DJ's is right, huh? Oh yeah, just do all these trade downs. It doesn't really matter that much earlier on because you want to get the common researchers first. I mean, it makes sense. But at the same time, maybe kind of let some of us do it first. Instead of having you waste your stuff, I'll do it and you can watch me do it. We'll see if it actually makes sense. I'm sure this is a very exciting video. Did not trade down enough. I'm not going to trade down my epic yet. I don't think I have enough of it, really. God, I mean, it's a tough decision. It really is. Because it's like, do you want to do all this shit? Or let's just get a few more. Bouncing back and forth between the stupid refinery and the damn research. It's so fun, isn't it? I don't know. I mean, do you do this shit? I don't really want some of this stuff, but I mean, God, there's almost too many researchers in here. I mean, look at this goddamn thing. I mean, holy shit. Sometimes I just think they do things, and it's like, oh yeah, this is a great idea. Players will love that. You sure about that, buddy? I kind of want to get to that one, you know? Cost efficiency for your rift keys. Could be somewhat relatively easy to get to. I don't know. Maybe. Sure, let's keep going. There's not like an arrow button. I could just go to the next one. I ain't gonna have enough in my... No. Oh, well, that's what I get. That's fine. I don't really care. Oh, what? I thought this was supposed to... Man. Oh. Well, that's... Interesting. Interesting. I'm not suggesting you do this at all. I'm just saying... Could be an option. I'm hoping it's going to cost, you know, uncommon and rare like this one did. So could I trade some more uncommon away? Sure. Give it a shot. See what happens, right? Thought I was hitting a button there, but I guess I wasn't. Good thing I didn't trade too much of my rare. Watch me not have enough of that shit. Oh. Well. Okay, cool. Disappointing. It's That's what you get for buying a stupid ass Prime with only 20% stupid ass efficiency. What kind of garbage is that? Yeah, I really don't want that research. I don't give a shit about that research. I give a shit about this research. Of course it's really expensive. Cool. Though I guess I could trade some rare down and get some... Nah, I'm not going to do that. But at least we know what it is. What it costs. Of course, at the same time, you could have used Spock's Club or SCFC.space. They are in there already. If I didn't need to do that, I could have looked it up ahead of time. It's fine. So let's wrap this up since somewhat weird of a video. It's so weird because I spent so long looking at, and we got a green dot up here we could try to, look at because that's where the camera is. I don't see my face. How ridiculous I look. Am I even centered? Right? And also the running timer of how long this video is. I think it's about 15, 17 minutes. Terrible, I guess. And yes, new machine. I'm not sure how the sound is going to come out. Did some test videos. It sounded fine. I think the volume was a little low. That is something I can fix while editing. Not that, you get taught in school to, use the term fix it in post, but sometimes you got to, I guess. Even though you definitely want to try to not rely on fixing it in post. Hopefully that's okay. And hopefully I won't make it too loud that it's like you turn the video on and then it's like I'm yelling at you. But, however, have a little bit of patience with me because it is, a new setup here. Am I liking it so far? Going from a Windows to a Mac. Sure. The idea was, the Mac is supposed to be a little better for this video editing. Actually, it's what we had in school. I learned how to do a lot of this editing stuff using a Macintosh. I didn't really learn that much Macintosh stuff. They're very hard to deal with, I think, especially if you work with other computers first. But getting to Star Trek Fleet Command, these two researches here, and I know you saw me do all this shit while the rare mirror space warp path efficiency token. What the hell is this thing called? Rare mirror space warp path efficiency. Okay, increases base cost efficiency on common RIF keys when... That's what you get for not reading this shit. I don't care about efficiency on common RIF keys. I don't give a shit. It says rare mirror space warp. I'll just do it to myself so I don't even think about doing it to the person that created this. That's bullshit. You cannot title something rare mirror space warp path and be like, "Oh, it's only for the common keys." Oh my God. That is just so misleading. And I know... We know who these jackasses are making this jackass shit because they're a bunch of jackasses. We should automatically assume they're trying to screw us over. You can't label it like that. You're labeling it for what it costs, or you're titling it, I guess. You're titling it for what it costs instead of what you're getting. Okay. Cool. Definitely not doing that research. But you know what? Now you know. Knowing's half the battle. G.I. Joe! Yeah. You know exactly what that research is and whether you want to do it or not. These are really where you should be focusing on, and I should listen to myself. I should listen to DJs. I should listen to everybody else instead of going over here in this bullshit, wasting shit for this stupid ass shit there. More hostile loot, better payouts in the refinery. That's where I think you should be focusing your efforts, especially early. Just think about it. That's how you're going to progress through the route. Yeah, you got that, right? That is what's going to help you progress through this loop, right? More loot per hostile, more loot per refine. You do all this other bullshit first, you're still pulling small levels. You're still getting low numbers from hostiles. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. So comment below. Do you agree with, honestly, what seems to be the prevailing theory out there from a lot of content creators and, other players that know what the hell they're doing here? Unlike me, apparently. Refinery advancement, loot increase from the hostiles, is that the best option? Do you really see anything else in here maybe you want to try to go through and get first? And have you done some of these trade downs for some of your mirror dust? Do you agree that we are getting some rare and uncommons early like this, but we really want to focus on some of this common researches? Some of these researches that use common. Some of these early researches are all listed common. Oh well. Something to get used to, right? What do you think about this trade down? Do you think we should be taking a lot of these uncommons and rares that we're getting early and trading them down so you can get more common and progress that fast enough? I mean, the theory's sound. Who knows what the right answer is? I guess we're just going to have to figure that out. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I am the Angry Rhino. Shields up, Commanders.